Today I'm going to be playing a grand campaign as Tuscany in EU4. Our goals were to of course start as Florence, which we did, form Tuscany and form Italy. We also need to conquer all of the Valencia, Genoa, Venice, Ragusa and Tunis trade nodes, all while creating the tallest empire with the most development, the most buildings, the most everything the world has ever seen. In the meantime, of course, while we're doing that, developing and expanding, we also have to win the War of the Protestant League for the Catholic side. This is where we left off last time. We conquered about half of Italy, we're in Ragusa pretty firmly. Now it's time to continue our conquest in Italy, fight Tunis, expand in Iberia, maybe even fight the Ottomans. This is part 2, check out part 1 if you haven't already, links will be in the description and in the pinned comment.
The moment you have been waiting for. The greatest clash in the history of all competitive Europa Universalis is here. Just 2 champions remain after smashing their competition. Zlevik, the Polish prince unbeaten in this series, takes on Floriwari, the back-to-back grand champion. The stage has been set and the die has been cast. The Parabellum Hegemon Grand Final is here. Who will be crowned champion? Find out live, February 19th. Parabellum.gg.
Alright, here we are back as Florence/Tuscany, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we left off last time, number 5 on the Great Powers list. As you can see, our thingy hasn't even updated right here, and we're in a really strong position, man. We got all of these vassals up here in northern Italy that we popped out of Venice, and you guys were right, telling me to Royal Marry Verona that they would be more willing to accept our vassalization, which of course we're going to try for right now. These are our allies. We're looking really good, really strong, making lots of money. We're rolling with infrastructure ideas right here. Still quite a few missions left to complete. So yeah, that's where we're gonna move now, man. We got Serbia here to reconquer some cores from the Ottomans. We're gonna get to that later. And yeah, we pretty much need to fight these remaining guys up north. Obviously, we have a huge truce with Venice, Switzerland. We don't border just yet. So Savoy is definitely a target after we make France end that alliance using favors. And I do have enough favors to do that. Aragon, we could fight. France and Austria are willing to help. And then Tunis, allied to the Ottomans. We really, oh! Well, that's a nice way to start off episode 2 of this grand campaign, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, I think we're going to be fighting Tunis pretty soon. Age of Discovery is actually ending soon, so I do need to spy on them while I have claims, bordering claims. So let's go ahead and do that. And yeah, we've been developing this entire campaign, man. As we can see, lots of super dev provinces. Of course, we do got some poor ones in southern Italy and in the Balkans, which we will get to later. But yeah, let me once again try and vassalize Verona, and we'll spy on Tunis at the same time. If we can hit Tunis now, man, and even make them end that alliance with the Ottomans, that will be dope. Yeah, this is the 3rd time they're calling me into this. I really don't get it. Like, just PU button, it's really not that hard. Yeah, you guys were right about the royal marriage, man. Nice. 5 vassals for free that we popped out of Venice last time. Yeah, buildings-wise, we're doing really good as well, man. Ooh, we don't have one in Ferrara now, do we? There we go. We can put one down in Ferrara. Siena, we don't need one right there in Arezzo. Those aren't centers of trade. And yeah, let's continue with other buildings, man. Our economy is looking really, really strong. And there we go. Verona has been vassalized as well. Of course, we can do this even though we aren't at peace because we're not the ones that declared this war. But yeah, not a lot else to take right here. Let's hope the Ottomans still aren't... Oh, now Morocco too. Oh, we really got to take advantage of this, man. All right, folks, we do have a claim on Tunis using claims, bordering claims. Let's go ahead and hit them. Morocco and the Ottomans still won't defend them. This is awesome. Just Marrakesh is going to be in this. I don't even need anyone's help in this war. No one's going to make it faster. So, yeah, let's just go by ourselves. I love it, man. We're going to be taking over the entirety of the Tunis trade node, and this is going to be a core part of our state. So no trade companies or anything like that right there. Let's go. But yeah, man, the goal in this second part of this playthrough that I think we'll have 3 parts right here is just pretty much, to continue what we've been doing last time. Episode 1 was all about establishing ourselves in these various regions. Now, this episode is just going to be going hard into these regions wherever we can. And then next time, we're going to finish off our conquest, form Italy and whatnot. So yeah, I do like that. Obviously, the Pope and the Ottomans are probably going to be some of the last nations we fight because we are Catholic. We do want to be friendly with the Pope. We're still allied with Austria as well. We need land from them in the Venice trade node. So yeah, still quite a lot to be done. I think we can fight Aragon this episode too. Of course, because this is a role-play type of campaign, we are trying to keep the Medicis over here all the time. We're doing careful culture conversion. I converted these two to Dalmatian instead of Tuscan proper, you know, stuff like that. We're keeping the Medicis in power, and I'm even debating on flipping to a monarchy while we're Tuscany here, because some of you may know the second Duke of, what was it called? Cosimo I de' Medici. He was like the first Grand Duke of Tuscany and stuff like that. So I don't know, though. That might not be that optimal dev-wise, right? But yeah, do we keep Bonaventura right here, who's a 43351? He's pretty good. Or his relative 541. Now let's go with this guy. And there we go, man. The Age of Reformation has started just in time. We got that claim on Tunis. We were cutting it close. Good thing I noticed. And yeah, man, we're just chugging along with the dev as well. You know, it would be nice to develop these poor southern Italian and Balkan provinces when we're maxing out on points. I can even build a monument. The Royal Palace of Caserta doesn't really help that much with something, but yeah, we do also want to build up all of the monuments. Now, if I want to full annex Tunis, I think I gotta do something like this. This is pretty much the border of the trade node, and I sort of want to surround them to stop anyone else from taking land over here. I don't want to have to fight, like, Aragon again for stuff down here, or the Ottomans again for stuff down here. Now, I can't exactly take everything, and this might be a little too much, man, so I'm actually gonna scrap that plan, and we're gonna take, you know, selective conquest right here. Let's just take these three states right here, which are, of course, the richest. So there we go. There's our war with Tunis done. Austria's actually passed quite a lot of reforms this campaign, man. I don't know why they're farming so much, what you call it, imperial authority. Protestant was kind of late, and there aren't that many of these guys Protestant, and I guess they have had a lot of rulers die or something, but, you know, you never see the AI take one of these. I wonder which branch they're gonna go down if they can reach it. I don't think they can, though, because Protestant is about to take full effect here. There's well, two of them spawned in Scandinavia. I guess we'll see where Reformed spawns. There's Medici bank ledgers. Interest per annum and state maintenance till the end of the game. Really strong. Public works, 6 manufactories. Own everything in Emilia-Romagna, which I guess we will eventually. This one is the most annoying to do, man. Become the papal controller. It's like ass. Let's annex the knights right here, which we diplo-vassalized last time by getting the, you know, Malta-Force monument right here. We are going to have some bonuses to war score cost versus other religions. Even more when we upgrade it to tier 3, of course, which might be helpful versus the Ottomans later. In keeping with tradition, of course, there's Ippolito de' Medici, the 17th Tuscan Duke. No, not really. Level 5 admin guy for 529 isn't bad at all. Oh, dude. France isn't willing to defend Savoy here. Oh, I just realized, well, never mind. I was gonna say we have to fight France. Of course we gotta fight France. We gotta take all of this from them. They conquered it earlier. But yeah, this is actually, I was gonna go for Aragon like I told you guys, but this is a really good opportunity to fight Savoy right here, man. The provinces, of course, are gonna be dev, so we can't take that much. Let's just call in the Pope right here. Nothing too bad. Gelre and the 3 leagues are their allies. Geneva still their vassal. We'll see what we can take. There's no one we can really pop from them. Montferrat, maybe, so we can do the whole vassal thing. I'll try. Maybe we even go up here so I can gain a border with Switzerland. Then we can finally leave the HRE after I take these provinces. But the Pope joined. Alrighty. Austria's just decked on Savoy too. Or what? Of Chambéry? Austrian conquest of Chambéry. I guess a Burgundy claim. I've just annexed Parma as well. You know, we gotta chop down the number of vassals right now because I'm gonna be getting 3 more once I fight Aragon, and maybe 1 more if we do Montferrat. Yeah. Alright, pretty much done with Savoy right here. Let's see what we can do. So we can make them pop Genoa, which we don't want Milan or Montferrat. Let's do Montferrat. I'm gonna take Genoa then, and maybe these two. How much AE is this? It is quite a lot. 52 aggressive expansion. This is about the max I feel I can go. I'm doing this so I can fight Switzerland for these 2 provinces and leave the HRE. I guess we'll get the rest of it later if someone else doesn't. So let's get war ups and all their money too. And we should be able to vassalize Montferrat here for free. Yep, someone popped this Genoa too. But they aren't willing to accept, yeah. And there's Montferrat. Now we do eventually have to fight Hungary as well right here. We need 3 provinces from them. They're allied to France now, which, you know, I guess it's good we didn't use up those favors making France end the alliance with Savoy. Although now they guarantee them. That's kind of strange. Either way, tier, what is it? Tier 8 gov reform time. This is actually pretty important for us here. We got trade efficiency. Over here is trade steering and trade company stuff. This is domestic trade power. Embrace free trade. Embracing an institution gives monarch points. Improve inland routes. No longer requires trade power to be used. Embrace the economic theory or war economy. This one would be the best if we got economic or infrastructure. How far away are we from completing infrastructure? Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna go with as soon as we wrap that up, man. Lock and Provisor right here. Dev discount and goods produced. That's the one for playing tall. And I'd rather wait and take this because, you know, we're gonna have to wait for 50 more to swap it later. So let's just have no tier 8 gov reform until we complete infrastructure. Sus has expanded over here. They're allied to the Ottomans and Aragon, so it's going to be tricky to fight them later, but I guess we will. And now Tunis is guaranteed by the Ottomans. That's even worse than an alliance. Yeah, tricky. Good thing we entered here when we did, because we're not going to be fighting these guys for a while. I think maybe even after we fight the Ottomans, because I'd rather declare on them and make them end alliances and guarantees and stuff. So yeah, it's 200 and how much? 264 admin points to take tech. That's some playing tall for you. Okay, now the knights are back even after we annex them. The Pope will dislike me slightly for this, but grants access to the San Juan Holy Order as long as we remain Christian? I don't got those, right? No, I don't. I forget. I just started annexing these two guys, Padua and Modena. All right, Padua and Modena have been annexed. That means I can take that Emilia-Romagna mission, Tuscan Birthright, permaclaims on Lombardy and the Po Valley, which is this up here. Yeah, Venice, man, our truce with them is up, but... and I'll get to them when I get to them. They're not really doing anything. Boys, let me not yap on for too long right here, man. You guys know the drill by now. If you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Don't you want to get notified about when new Grand Campaign episodes drop? So if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and do it. For more Grand Campaigns, A to Z's, releasables, and who knows what else. Yeah, we're getting pretty close to putting every province up at 15 dev, man. I have been doing development in southern Italy and in the Balkans recently. There we go. Not looking that red anymore, huh? Obviously, it's going to be the toughest to bring this up, especially since it's all deserts, but we're going to create metropolises in these deserts, boys. Believe that. But yeah, while we're in this, boys, let me know, how are you guys enjoying this, what's that, our 5th or 6th Grand Campaign right here? Obviously, Tuscany, like I said in the first video, is one of my top 3 favorite nations in EU4, along with Austria and the Mamluks, which don't exist anymore. But yeah, how are you liking this one, man? It's different, you know, the other ones we've done. Not so conquest focused, a little more tall, a little more dev. You know, obviously, it's not that fun to watch someone click around buttons to dev or build buildings and stuff like that. I know you guys want to see war, but yeah, it's fun for me. Yeah, who are the Ottomans fighting, by the way? The Timurids in the Ottoman conquest of Mogostan. All right. And there's a wrap on infrastructure. Lots of, you know, I called this discount ideas last time because it's literally all discounts and it's excellent for playing tall, man. So yeah, let's take that. We also unlocked even more dev discount. I wonder, actually, development discount isn't in here. Right, you never see it there, but for example, if you want to bump a province, you will see it right there. 10%, 5%, 10%, 5%, 10%, 5%, 5%, 5%, 5%, 5%, 10%, 10%, plus 192, obviously, because it's so dev. 10%, 15%, 9.2%. It's insane how cheap it is, man. I don't know. We don't have a province that's not really that dev to where I can show off how cheap it is, but yeah, I don't know. Ferrara, maybe? Look, it's at 15 dev and it costs 21 to bump it up, man. So... yeah, I love it, man. I love it. Look, this 11, 21 too, dude. But yeah, now we got a policy as well, which is provincial trade power. I mean, we're already swimming in admin, man. Might as well pick this up, even though it's not free. And now we can also take Lockheed and Provisor right here for even more dev discount and goods produced. Look, our guy is an industrialist, I think, or industrious. And currently we're at 25% goods produced from nothing. I don't even know what free subjects is. But okay, boys, we've chilled enough. We still got how many subjects to annex? Yeah, we'll go for Aragon soon. No, France and Austria both aren't willing to help. He's malevolent. Austria likes them. Yeah, let's go ahead and fight Switzerland, man. After this war, we will finally be leaving the HRE. Unless someone like Savoy joins to feel protected or something like that. But I don't think that'll happen. Or Genoa, maybe. They are allyless. No, they're not. Okay, let's fight Switzerland. These are all their boys. Kind of annoying, but let's drag in the Pope. He'll make it a bit faster. You know, Austria's offering condottieri. I rarely get offered condottieri. Let's accept them. Okay, what's this? 22k stack. Sure, man. Yeah, I can run that easy. Okay, pieced everyone out, dragged France in because they were willing to join. Why not? But there we go. There's those 2 provinces from Switzerland, man. Nice. Okay, we've conquered everything that's in the HRE that we need to conquer. Aside from the Pope, which, I mean, if we're gonna do him last, it really doesn't matter if we stay in or not, right? Or it doesn't make sense to stay in until then. So, yeah, I think it's time to leave the HRE. There we go. We have left the... oh, no. I've made that mistake before. First, we gotta core them up, then we leave the HRE. Tunis is now a vassal of the Ottomans. You know, we're getting so many separatists these past few years because we got the Great Peasants' War active, man. That's an HRE thing. It'll cancel as soon as we leave, I think. Are you kidding me? When did it spawn here? I don't think it spawned while I owned it. I guess I took it from, like, Savoy, right? That absolutely sucks. Alright, I've cored the provinces up. Now we got religious turmoil taking as well, which is expected when you drop below 75% religious unity. Even if it fires, it's not really that bad. But it is finally time to leave the HRE. All provinces will remain with the current owner and be removed from the empire. Okay, so yeah, we don't lose anything. And there we go. We're no longer a part of the HRE. There are benefits to staying in because Austria has passed so many reforms and we're actually getting some nice, you know, like the dev discounts or the construction discounts or the state maintenance, right? But we can't, man. There's just, we're too prestigious, too powerful to be in the HRE. We're more powerful than Austria. Number 3 great power in the world. 803 dev, and we don't really own that much, do we? But yeah, it's time to finally become a kingdom. Grand Republic, by the way. Nice, nice. Either way, there's a mission, Dreams of Grandeur. Finally, textile manufactories, man. I guess we don't have that many cloth provinces, do we, huh? Oh, yes, we do. They're down here and they're poor, but we'll get them in line soon enough. At least now we can state a lot more. I've stopped stating for a while now. You know, the relative is nice. Another Cosimo. But I like Ippolito, man. He's industrious and silver tongue. Now, there we go. The Council of Trent has fired. You guys know that I usually go conciliatory only for the improved relations, but I think this is a game where we go harsh. I mean, we need to be converting. We need to resist the Reformation. And since this is going to be a Catholic heavy playthrough, you know, War of the Protestant League, help the Catholics. I think it makes more sense RP-wise, roleplay-wise, to go harsh. And now, of course, we can embrace the counter-Reformation as well, which is dope. We should be able to convert some more like this. This is always nice. If only I was working on one of these. Obviously, if we reform the army, we gain insane mill modifiers for the next 10 years. So why not? You know, I know it's embarrassing for such a tall nation as ours to have 3 dev provinces and 5 dev provinces. But hey, man, we're really bumping up a lot of them, man. 15 is pretty much the minimum a lot of these ones are on. Ah, Savoy's a vassal of France. You know, it gets more complicated as we go, boys, but I really gotta fight Aragon here, sooner or later. We made haste slowly. The moment has come. Our government is perfect as it is. Admin points. Our crowning glory shall be a crown. This is the moment, boys. This is the moment where we decide if we want to flip to a monarchy, because it does make sense roleplay-wise that we would flip to a monarchy the moment we are Tuscany. Or, okay, we can abolish the Italian Signoria government reform, enact noble elite tier 1, which is, yeah, it gives us more absolutism. It's kind of like, you know, a little more absolutist than Signoria, but it's just, it's a generic one because noble elite already exists, and we didn't choose it once we had the chance to choose. So, I don't know, man. I feel like this is the right moment to become a monarchy. Enact the autocracy tier 1. Yeah, you know, Italian Signoria isn't that good in and of itself, but you know, republics and the points and stuff. You know, Grand Consul Ippolito de' Medici. You know what? I'm doing it, man. We're doing it for the roleplay. Sure, it's not the most optimal, but this is a sign. You know, I was thinking whether to flip this mission. It's pretty much telling us to. So there we go. The age of republics has come to an end, ladies and gentlemen. We are officially the Grand Duchy of Tuscany, right? Well, I guess we're the Kingdom of Tuscany. Good enough for me. Now, of course, we do have different other reforms, which I didn't think about, but, you know, noble castle rights is not bad. Strengthen noble privileges isn't bad either. Curtail, noble officer core. All of these are actually really nice for us, man. I think I'm gonna go strengthen noble privileges. For this one, we're gonna go centralized monarchical, even though we're playing with vassals. Let's go with the vassals one for now. Over here, we're going lands for the church, of course. Tier 5, we were defensive stance. And tier 6, we can go with something else, which is, I guess, gonna be aristocratic court for now. Royal decree later? Sure. And we even have tier 7, which is, and free policies wouldn't be bad, but we do want the cheaper advisors for the tall playing. And then we arrive to tier 8, we can go back to Lachy and Proviso once again. So yeah, there we go, the Kingdom of Tuscany, folks. Well, you know how it is. You can't always have the good ones, man. I guess Cosimo is gonna be an absolute dumbass over here, but, you know, we'll take him. He's our dumbass. No, nothing really changed with income there, I don't think, which is what I was most concerned about. There's another mission, I think that, yeah, that's the manufacturing one. Public Works, more dev discount, and yearly prestige. What's levy the Arno right here? Florence, total dev grown by 15. Have we not grown it by 15? We didn't really dev our capital that much, and look, man, it's still extremely cheap. Finally, an opportunity to, you know, bump up, what you call it, mill as well. There we go. We'll do something like that maybe, huh? There we go. Actually bumped it up 2 more times. There's Levy di Arno. We gained all of these extremely powerful permanent modifiers till the end of the game, man. Trade power, production efficiency, tax. I love it. I love it. At this point, I've built up a spy network on Genoa. They're allied to the Pope now, no longer in a trade league with Venice. But as we all know, the Pope is our lifelong ally and friend, at least until we annex him. So let's make him end that alliance with Genoa using favors, and just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we can catch Genoa allyless and full annex them. Now, in the War of the Protestant League, I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna fight France then, man, because they're oh, I thought I was looking at France with this, but Austria is gonna be really powerful. They're annexing Burgundy right now. Britain is their ally, and since we're gonna be on the Catholic side, like I was saying, France is a rival of Austria. They're probably gonna join the Protestant side, so it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be, yeah, with Russia and France on the other side. We'll see. Either way, that's that war with Genoa done, ladies and gentlemen. There's a full annex. Oh, Aragon is an ally to Castile. And in fact, it happened right now somehow. I'm just noticing that. 1542. Why would they unally each other? Is it because Aragon became a Grand Republic? Or did Castile get some sort of CB on Aragon? They gotta choose with Portugal too? Why? Yeah, I don't know. But that means it would be super easy to fight them. In fact, I just lost my claim on Aragon. That's why I clicked on them and noticed this. So, let's spy on them. Now, the Pope has allied Aragon too. I can't make him do it again. Damn, that sucks. We're gonna fight the Pope. It's okay, though, because we can easily re-ally him. Okay, I'm getting ready to fight Aragon, if you guys haven't seen yet. But yeah. All right, let's go, boys. So our goal in this war is to nab the Balearic Islands. Oh my god, this... You know, when you click on such tiny provinces, our goal is to nab the Balearic Islands, Sardinia, 1 province in Sicily to release Sicily from, and then 1 province over here to release Catalonia and Valencia from. Let's see, Catalonia, yeah, and Valencia, yeah, they both still exist. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and declare right here for Messina, Dragon France. We could also make Sus and the alliance with the Ottomans here. That's nice. I've annexed Montferrat here as well. I don't know how they got there. How did they get there? I guess through Castile, right? No, I really don't get it, and it's honestly kind of embarrassing, because this France sucks right now. They lost 1,000,000 battles versus Aragon here, costing me a ton of war score, man. 8 war score. Like, what are they doing? They had 50k at the start of the war. Usually France is way bigger than that. They're not eating Brittany, of course. They really haven't expanded all that much, boys, but this Aragon is beating them up consistently. So I just opened this screen up right here, and I noticed this after scrolling down. Sell modern ideas. Now, I know Russia needs to, like, modernize and stuff like that if someone is willing to do that, but what does sell our technological and cultural progress with the target and accelerate their modernization process? Do we make money from that somehow? 3 months worth of their income. And they'll gain up to 5 modernization. I mean, it's probably like 20 ducats or something, but whatever. We can do it again, maybe? No. I'm so stupid. Why didn't I release Sicily earlier, bro? I could have always released them from Malta. And now it will be a reconquest. Because look, this is actually really expensive. And by the way, the French AI is pissing me off so much, boys, that I'm tempted to break this alliance with them, man. So incompetent, not doing anything, getting their ass beat the entire game. Look, this war has been going on for 4 years now. Pretty long war for my standards. All they've done is gotten these provinces sieged and unsieged this one and had it re-sieged and lost 1 trillion battles. Like, I'm tempted to break the alliance just on principle, bro. But I can't, not yet. I gotta make them break it with Hungary first. Well, this has been a very unenjoyable and prolonged war for no reason. In that case, I'm not taking this. Might as well save some aggressive expansion here, boys, because I realized I'm too stupid to release Sicily when I should have. And there we go. There's the war with Aragon done. Excellent. So let's go ahead and release Valencia. Let's go ahead and release Catalonia, and something I should have done, honestly, last episode, because that's when we got the knights. Release Sicily, bro. There we go. That's the Sicilian cores. What you call it? Catalonian, Valencian. Okay. But that is significant conquest for us as well, man. I just got all of the entire state of the Tyrrhenian Isles and, of course, the Balearic Islands as well. So, we can go ahead and core those up. And are we close to an empire? Not really. Not really. Still needs to do some more deving. Now, AE with the Catholic guys is pretty high, so we are going to have to lay off of them for a while. Luckily, I did make Zeus break the alliance with Aragon, so as soon as our truce with them is up, we're most likely going to fight Zeus. Another option is the Ottomans. I don't know if this is the right time. It's not. It's not. Hey, what the frick? Finally, man, we're Curia controller. Right. I like that a lot. All right, I went with the dev discount papal thingy, but the next elected pope will have a special relationship with our country. Now, I never actually do this mission, so I don't know what that means, but it's great, and now we can take Academy of the Brand as well for a diplomat and prestige decay minus 2%. So yeah, I like that. There's another branch locked down, man. Really? The only thing that's left to do is this conquest branch down here. Later on, of course, when we form Italy, we're gonna get a brand new mission tree because this is a tall campaign, though. We're not going to be taking Italian ideas. They're really good for conquest, but for playing tall, I much prefer the Tuscan ideas, of course. So yeah, we're going to be Italy with Tuscan ideas. Can't abandon our traditions, boys. Obviously, we're doing more deving all the time. I think everything is pretty much, you know, bumped up. Oh, that's the Balearics, right. But yeah, man, there's not a lot more provinces we can dev, you know, to these optimal-ish levels that I've been doing, stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna have to conquer more, you know, cheaper provinces and stuff. Yeah, a lot of stuff is already at 5 production, which is sort of the minimum value I was going with. Let's take them to 7 now, at least the high value trade good ones. So cheap too. I'm an idiot. I should have gone with Cardinal Spur Institutions because the printing press has spawned and we don't have it. All right, but my truce with Zeus is up. We do need to fight them for like 5 or 6 provinces down here. They are allied to Aragon, and I don't have a claim. Not allied to the Ottomans though. No. And yeah, I did build up a second army. I don't know if I said that already. Doing lots more deving, and we're finally the Tuscan Empire, ladies and gentlemen, and all of these are auto-accepted. Nice. Now we can, I guess, kind of continue with that whole role-play type of cultural conversion we've been doing. So let's maybe send, like, Tuscans to inhabit the state of Tunisia. Maybe Sardinians can come down to Kabia. Maybe Sicilians will go to Jerba and Tripolitania later on. Maybe Tuscans can go to here, obviously, you know, not yet, but whatever we can change. Let's see. So yeah, we can send some guys here, Tuscan guys too. And then these provinces, I'll send some Sardinians. There we go, right there. They can't go there just yet, and yeah, later, I guess, when it borders. Tier 9 Gov Reform time. We got Machiavellian Reign. Don't need that. 6 books would be nice for the -5 years of separatism. That's pretty good. What about this? Expanded administration cost. That would be nice for a tall sense, I guess, but not really. Leviathan is good for subjects for now, though. Social contract, Heriton, Heathen provinces don't give any penalties. Nah, I'm gonna go with 6 books for the -5 years of separatism. Oh my god, dude, it took forever to build a spy network on Zeus. Look how slow it is, but finally, let's go ahead and declare on them. This will reset our truce with Aragon as well. You know, let's call everyone in. Why not? We'll make it quick. It's so simple. France is helping me, right? They can't help Hungary. Alright, claim on Hungary established. Let's go ahead and fight them. We'll call in Austria for no reason. It's literally only 3 provinces, so it really shouldn't be that long. No, not a reconquest, because we don't want that province. It's not in the Ragusa trade node. And there we go. Hungary will already accept. No need to drag it out. That's a war done. And there's another war done. A peace out on Zeus. Perfect, man. Just like that, we've expanded quite a lot. Now, make no mistake, boys, there's still quite a lot of conquest left to go. You know, we gotta fight Aragon 3 times, probably. 1, 2, yeah, most likely 3 wars with Aragon. In fact, they've got stuff up here, so we'll see. You know, 2 wars, maybe even 3 versus Venice. Their provinces are really highly devved. The Pope a couple of times, France a couple of times, the Ottomans a couple of times. So yeah, there's still quite a lot left to go, even though it feels like we're really completing quite a lot of conquest in this one episode. Obviously, like I said in the previous video, unlike grand campaigns so far that they've happened to have 4 episodes, I'm not doing that on purpose. It's just, you know, how long it takes to play the game and do what I need to do. I think this one will get done in 3. Yeah, so this is the middle. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, subscribe for more of this campaign and for more grand campaigns. Oh, how did my guys get stuck here? I can't leave. Ottomans will never give me access, neither will Hungary. Oh, this is horrible, dude. How did this happen, man? We got so much money and manpower that I might as well delete this army and rebuild it, man. This is not the one with professionalism. The other one is, right? Or, well, no, none of them are with professionalism. I guess I stick down. Or with drill, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, frick it, man. We're never going to get them out. They're just going to attrition. There we go. That army's gone. You know, I love it when you're rich enough and have enough manpower to be able to afford something like this. Look, aside from the provinces we just conquered from these guys, all of our provinces are at least 10 dev, man. And we're pushing them even further, yo. I like that, man. I like that quite a lot. There we go. Any mill ones that need to be done? Not really. Dude, I might as well start bumping these up to the 6 then, you know, especially if we sort by trade goods and go by the mill trade goods, you know, the ones that give us manpower and stuff like that, or, you know, the ones you build manpower buildings in. Yeah, Austria never reached one of these reforms though, and no religious leagues yet either. The Reformation wasn't that strong this game. Finally, printing press. All right, it's time to get back to wars with Aragon here, ladies and gentlemen. I guess we're going hard against them this episode right here. I was gonna do Venice. Maybe it does make more sense to go Venice first, because their provinces, I mentioned once earlier, they are really highly developed, man. Their province war score cost is like 168. It's not even that. It's the aggressive expansion with the Catholics, but you know what? I like this little focus that we got going on Aragon right now, and yeah, let's do a reconquest. I think we'll get Sicily's scores back first, so for Messina, let's call in France again. Maybe they won't be this incompetent this time, yeah. Well, lost the papacy. Obviously, it's impossible to keep a hold of that, but also more interesting, Austria isn't the emperor anymore. Oh, I got my guys on their throne. It's actually not the Habsburg, and it's not even a wife, dude. Maximilian I de Medici. You know, I honestly wouldn't want a PU on them this campaign. That's not the style of game we're going for, but you know, spreading our world famous dynasty, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at dynastic. I can never find it. Where the frick is it, man? Political, I guess it's political. Yeah. Yep. You know, we're still in this war. I picked up admin 14 ahead of time because I'm maxing on mill, and we do need to pick up another mill idea group. Now, with the stuff we already got going and that we're going to have going, man, quantity, sorry, is obviously super powerful because it gives us even more fort maintenance and garrison size, which goes well with the whole word defensive roleplay type stuff, but also, more importantly, because it's really good with trade. Where's the policy with trade? Let me just find it right here. For the plus 15% goods produced, and the one with economic is really good as well, which is, well, actually, I guess they changed that, but also defensive might not be a bad idea here. Fort maintenance and fort defense, attrition for enemies, garrison size. If we pick up trade, the policy with trade as a merchant and trade steering, which we do need another merchant, sure. Economic, I don't know. It's just we're so rich, I feel like we could field way bigger armies than we have. But also, I don't know, the policies with quality are really good too, man. Discipline with economic, infantry combat with innovative, army professionalism and drill gain. You know what? I'm in a dilemma here, but I think we do go quality. All right, we're finally done, man. It's kind of annoying to fight Aragon, I'm not gonna lie, but what do we do right here? So I think we go for Sicily's stuff first right here because, you know, it's the most valuable. So I'm just gonna go through here. Let's make them give these back to Sicily, and then Barcelona's their capital, so we make them give this back to Valencia, and actually that's it. That's right. So yeah, in the next war we're gonna give everything back to Catalonia, and then I'm gonna take the rest of these 4 provinces right here, and that'll pretty much be a wrap on the Valencia trade node, man. You know, we don't have all, well, actually it won't. We still need to fight France. Yeah, it's weird how we haven't locked any of them down, and we won't really lock any of them down till the final video. It's just, you know, we're mostly present in all of them. But yeah, that's our first, or well, second war with Aragon done. There's all the Sicilian and Valencian cores back, and if we have the Gov cap, which we do, I think I can annex these boys as well. Nice, I like that a lot, man. Let's go home and dev and build. Well, we're finally back to being fully Catholic. Look at this, man. Number 2 great power in the world. We're so strong, boys. Oh, Ottomans ate up Tunis. They're actually really big this campaign, man. And I can't even see the rest. I know they were expanding in the Timurids. Like, they're up to here. That is them for sure. It just pisses me off because, look, AQ's been here the entire game, and no, they decided to re-ally them. And look how much crownland ownership we have from all that deving, man. It's insane. I think I started this video with like 30-something. I haven't seized once. We have annexed Valencia and Sicily. I love it. Okay, we chilled for long enough, and I think it's time to continue the trend of this episode, boys, by taking out these smaller guys that are around us, you know. So we dealt with Hungary, we dealt with Sus right here. Really, after we deal with Venice and Aragon once again, all that's going to be left for the final episode is the big guys, which is going to be obviously France, Austria and the Ottomans, and of course the Pope. He isn't a big guy, but we don't want to fight him until we can actually form Italy, because we'll get the penalty from owning Rome. Now, we do have all of the provinces necessary to form Italy, but you know what? I think it kind of makes sense to let the Pope stick around until the War of the Protestant League. You know, he'll like us. He'll be like, yo, you boys saved my ass. You know, on the Emperor's side right here, Catholics are the best. This is a war that's definitely for religion and not anything else. But after that, we'll eat them up. Even though if we do take Rome right now, we can form Italy and get rid of the penalty. Either way, enough yapping on. Let's go ahead and fight Venice right here. I'm going to drag everyone in, and let's just see how much we can take, man, with these extremely high-def provinces that we got. No more nations to release from them, so yeah. And there we go. I'll declare for Cremona. And there we go. War is done. Forced Switzerland and Regensburg to go Catholic as well. Let's see. Cremona. Okay, 1680. Not that bad. Can we do this? 75. That's a bit too much. Now, full annexing Venice isn't possible. I think we go 3 now, 3 later, right? They're all pretty much, you know, these two are a lot more depth, so I might as well take Treviso, maybe, and not take, yeah, do something like that, perhaps. Yeah, this is what I think I'm gonna do, man. It is, yeah, I'm not really worried about coalitions or anything at all here, boys. I like conquering slowly, you know, developing those provinces accurately until we get to conquer some more. But also, if I do end up getting coalition by some of these guys, not that I'll declare, it's just that everyone will join it and I have no one to declare on. So, yeah, 3 provinces now, 3 later. I'm satisfied with that. No money, no war apps. Cool, cool. There we go. 3 very good provinces. We'll take the rest later. Of course, now we border Aquileia as well, who's not really Aquileia, it's Aquileia. That's just how I call them. We can annex them as well. Perfect, man. Of course, I am constructing manpower buildings in all of the manpower type provinces, you know, grain, wool, livestock. Not that they're all directly related to like manpower or force limit, but those are generally the provinces you build those types of buildings in. And that's why our max manpower is so huge, man. You know, the Ottomans have given this all of it to the Eyalet of Trablusgarb, which is basically Tripoli. And a good thing about Eyalets, man, you can separate piece them. There we go, Aquileia has been full annexed. Let's finally build up the Santa Maria del Fiore up to tier 3. Now what we're waiting for, boys, is pretty much the truce with Aragon to expire, so we fight them again and take everything over here. But that's a wrap on quality as well. With that, we gain army professionalism and drill gain and infantry combat ability. We will take both. I've also put down some new level 3 centers of trade now. As you can see, the role playing I'm doing right here is, you know, Florence is the level 3, you know, the greatest trade center in Genoa. Then I just upgraded Valencia, which is the one in Valencia. I just did Tunis as well, which is going to be the one in Tunis. And I'm not doing anything in Venice. In fact, we just own Verona right here in Mantua most recently. But I'm going to make Venice the level 3 center of trade there. And over here, I think we're probably going to do it with Ragusa. So yeah, for that, I do need 5 merchants though. And we currently only have 3. You can only have as many level 3 centers of trade as you have merchants, you know, the number. Yeah, you know, monarchy's not that fun, man, when you got a 214 in charge, let me tell you that. At least we can do this, huh? Truth be told, I need points more than I need money, and we're full on money, and we're making so much that I might as well bump all of these guys to like 4, man. Hey, our truce with Aragon is up. Nice. Reconquest for Barcelona, dragging all the boys. Let's get it. And with that, we've hit our second to last gov reform. Funnily enough, divine rights. War score cost is nice, but we don't need it. Possible policies +1. Now, with us making so many points and having so many ideas, +1 possible policies actually might be the best thing we can do right here. We don't need this because we're not really blobbing that much and we won't have territories. Gov cap would be nice, but it's really not a problem even though I'm hitting it, because I can always build these right here, which we haven't been building at all. So I think I am gonna go with Kingdom for the People for 4 policies. Huh, we can't take everything here, man. No matter how we do it, whether it's in this screen or whatever, there's no way to take all of the provinces that we want at once. So do I just give Barcelona back to Catalonia because that's what we declared for? And then I take these, and then we'll do the rest of these 3 later. It doesn't matter if I take max or non-max now, because we still got to do 2 wars versus them, right? Or maybe I do something like this, you know, 4 now, 4 later. I think I'm going to do this. Yeah, it's just white piece Sus, and then declare a phony war on Sus. White piece Aragon as fast as possible, so we bring down our truce. All right, yeah, white piece Sus, and I'm going to take this from Aragon. Cool. But with all that said, our truce with Venice is also up, and I think we should be able to fully wipe them out here. Yeah, their province war score cost us 60. There we go. Final war versus Venice, ladies and gentlemen. If only someone was still here to where we could finish off northern Italy, but France has held on for Saluzzo for so long, man. Was annexed by France 1502. Yeah, so they've had it for about 80 years now. Yeah, let's go ahead and declare on Venice. They're reformed as well, which is like whatever, doesn't matter to me too much. I'll drag in the big guys once again because I can't be bothered to siege out, you know, these OPMs. So there we go. I really don't get this France, man. They got 77k troops supposedly. Who the frick is Gojiji Wininiwag? I have never heard of Gojiji Nininiwag. That's a province, I guess. And they're not even that big in the colonial game, man. This is the first time I'm taking a look at the renewal. Look, now if they had someone huge like the 13 colonies, I can understand it, but it's only like French Canada. That sucks ass, dude. They're in Africa a little bit too, but... Huge Ottoman-Russian war, though. Alright, war with Venice is done. The reason I waited till December 31st is if I full annex these guys, I'm actually gonna get coalition for real this time. Obviously, Austria, Switzerland, and like an OPM or two in there can't coalition me because I'll have truces with them. But if I peace out now, AE will tick down. And even though coalition will still form, like 2 or 3 of these guys might not be in it. So, there we go, man. There's a full annex on Venice. Is this too aggressive? Perhaps. But, there we go. We're done with that. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we should be able to confront the Lombards. We're going to permaclaim on Venice and Liguria. And, Adriatic access because we own all the provinces in the Venezia area. There we go. Shipbuilding time and cost. Now all we gotta do to complete the Tuscan mission tree is to end Genoese competition, but really in this case it's French competition. And yeah, I don't know when we're gonna be doing that. Maybe if I release like Genoa, but no one has a core there. I could release Savoy and beg for provinces back, but it doesn't make sense. They have too many cores. Okay, cool coalition me here. Maybe not that many people, huh? Right, I have been coalitioned by some minor nations, man. Really nothing too annoying. I think it's gonna grow once we finish off Aragon, but no big deal. Yeah, it's just a bunch of small HRE guys, which is like whatever. At this point, I've also built up the army to the max to combat with, so 29, 429. Yeah, we're running full stacks, baby, and it's not even 1600. There we go. Let's split them so they don't attrition. Okay, so my truce with Sus is up. Now we're gonna declare on them only to drag Aragon in, so we can white piece Aragon. So I don't basically wait until 1597 for my truce with Aragon to expire. Instead, I'll wait till like 94 or 5 or something like that. Anything that can help, you know? So let's deck for nothing here. Peaced out Aragon. My truce with them is until June 94. Perfect. Perfect. Now, while we're chilling here and just waiting to white piece Sus whenever we can, I'm thinking about the opportunities we're going to have after this, right? For next episode. Like I said, we're only going to have the big boys to fight, which is France, Austria, and the Ottomans. Now, normally, with this alliance right here, we'd want to go against the Ottomans first, right? Because they're the biggest, right? I need the help of the allies. But France wouldn't really help me, right? They're in debt currently, but, you know, they did help. And it's mostly because of attitude. But, yeah, I guess we'll have to examine it, man. Austria, it seems like, is the last of the 3 big guys we're going to fight. It's either going to be Ottomans, then France, then Austria, or France, then Ottomans, then Austria. And with the Ottomans, with the reconquest of these Serbian cores, which actually, man... They might have expired now, but they will expire in 1623. All of them? No, not all of them, just on these non-Serbian culture ones. Yeah, we'll have to go pretty early versus these guys, man. They should be falling off any time now, but they're absolutely huge. Number 1 GP in the world, obviously. More powerful than me, for sure. And their army is just absolutely huge, man. Right? Let's see, my ledger bugged out, but yeah, look at their army is huge. I didn't realize Austria had a bigger army than me, though. And I'm done with Sus. Cool. Now let's wait until 94 to fight Aragon, and I think that's where we're gonna call it for episode 2. I'm pretty satisfied with it, though, man. Lots of nice conquest and lots of really, really good deving and building. Just bumped a bunch of these super poor provinces up to like 15. I love it. We do still have some duds, like, let's say these two, Togut and Bosnia for sure. And how is Bosnia, man? We've had it for such a long time. I guess they've never come up in this, like, dev order that I keep sorting in, whether it's cost or dev. But, yeah, Togut and Bosnia are duds. These up to here, the 14 dev ones, will tolerate. Everything that's 15 and above, I consider excellent. Everything 20 and above, it's like... What the frick are we talking about here? And then we only got like 4 provinces which are above 32, which are above 40, you know. So, yeah, interesting, man. Bergamo, it can always go up to 30. Let's actually bump Bergamo and Siena just so they're not sad. I was hoping to change these to Maltese, man, because, you know, tiny island culture goes to tiny islands, but it's just not possible. They need to border each other. I can convert this to Maltese later. I feel like they gotta come up with better names than Cosimo, man. This is like the third one already. Like, it's like the Charleses and the Louis and the, you know, and the Fernandos. Let me guess, Henry. No, it's actually Elizabeth 665, but they got a Medici heir? How? Oh my god, dude. So my dynasty spread to Austria. Austria is with Britain, and then from Austria it spread to Britain. This is like some Italian Habsburg level stuff, you know? Hey, there it is, man. The Evangelical Union, finally. Now, the only thing is Bohemia's the emperor right now, right? So there we go. The leagues have officially been formed. Oh man, it's gonna be an awesome start to the next video, boys, let me tell you. So Bohemia is the leader right now. Lubeck is the leader of the Protestant side. I hope they'll grow, man. I don't want these leagues to be mid, you know. I want an actual massive war, but yeah, we'll see how it develops. You know, everyone joins pretty soon, so I'll tell you guys in just a couple of months. Okay, some more guys have joined. Austria's on the Catholic side, which is you know, something I did want to happen, and I was hoping they'd be the emperor, man, but no. So this is what it's looking like. Protestant side way weaker. I have to join the Catholic side. The only thing is, I hope big enough guys join the Protestant side to where they'll actually be tempted to declare, you know? Otherwise, there's no way we can trigger it, right? If Russia, Ottomans, France end up on this side, it'll be great. But just Bohemia is just not that powerful, man. You know, Poland and Hungary might go Protestant side just because they're rival to Bohemia. I don't know if France, Ottomans, and Russia are getting involved. It doesn't look like it right now. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. The truce with Aragon is up. Sousse has been shrunk a little bit because Portugal fought them. Castile was in that war too, so I was like, oh, please don't take any provinces here. I don't want to have to fight Castile if I don't need to. They're in a coalition against me too, in fact, so I gotta declare on Aragon immediately, or else they'll coalition me as well. Let's wrap up these final 3 provinces, and it honestly might be faster to not call anyone in this time. And there we go. And there we go. Aragon will already accept this. No need to drag it out any further, boys. And just like that, we've conquered everything we wanted to from them. So this portion right here is also done. But yeah, now we can start not coring those up. In fact, we should annex Catalonia right here. And I think that'll be a pretty good place to leave it off for episode 2 right here. We did accomplish quite a lot, man. Pretty much finished off everyone in Italy. Went hard against Aragon. Pushed into here a little bit. Took a couple of provinces from Hungary, which is very nice, and just like I planned, and luckily it did come out like that. Actually, we can take tax 16 in all categories here, which is something we do want to do. We are only left with the big guys and the Pope for the next episode, so we'll see how it develops here versus the Ottomans. If I can get both of these guys to help, I'll go for the Ottomans first. If not, frick France. Me and Austria will fight France first, and then yeah, it'll be France, Ottomans, maybe twice the Ottomans, probably twice with France too, man, because they do own quite a lot down here as well. One war with Austria, and then we'll chop down the Pope a couple of times. Obviously, we want to do him only after we can form Italy. That is now, but I sort of wanted to do it before, or I mean after this, even though he isn't involved, because, you know, it's the whole Catholic thing. So yeah, we'll kick off next video, hopefully with the World Protestant League. If we're lucky, it'll happen. And yeah, we'll continue to conquering, we'll continue to dev. Number 2 on the great powers list. Russia's creeping up, but we're still looking very strong with what we have. You know, economy is absolutely booming, buildings, all of the necessary ones everywhere, and we have been doing quite a lot of development. As you can see, man, all of these provinces that we have are super devved up, so the tall gameplay is looking just like it should. But yeah, I think that's where we're gonna leave it at with episode 2, and hopefully I'll see you in a couple of days with episode 3. But yeah, if you boys are enjoying this grand campaign, man, and if you want to see the final episode, and if you guys want to see more grand campaigns, definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and leave a like to let me know that you like the video. But that's it for me for now. See you next time.
The Parabellum Hegemon Grand Final is here. Who will be crowned champion? Find out live February 19th. Parabellum.gg